What's going on, y'all? I am Jaren. I am a voice teacher, speech trainer, and the founder and owner of this cool studio, the Jaren M. LaGuerre Studio. I have been wanting to do this particular analysis for quite some time. I did her album when it came out, or parts of her album, 2 songs from her album. And I remember when the album came out, I was in the Starbucks line getting my drink, my strawberry acai, okay? I was in Starbucks line getting my drink, and all of a sudden I see all these texts and comments and posts and tags of this album on YouTube and Instagram, is saying you should analyze this, you should analyze this. And so I finally decided to analyze it, and I did a couple blind reactions because I never listened to the album up until that point, until I did the analyses themselves. And so it's kind of funny being back here talking about the tour a year later. But I've been doing a lot of TikTok analyses and Instagram analyses on her tour, and somebody was like, why don't you just do, you know, analysis of the tour like a YouTube video? And I was like, I guess you're right, I could, huh? So here we are, y'all. Now, I'm not doing the whole show. I'm not doing the whole Renaissance show in this video. I picked a few songs to do from the Renaissance tour that you all have requested, okay? And I want to say shout outs to all the people who posted the video of the Renaissance that I'm using for this video. Shout outs to y'all for real. I'm gonna tag y'all in this description box because seriously, thank you for doing this. You make my job a little easier doing this. So I appreciate you all sharing this for me to then talk about what she's doing during this tour. Thank you so much. So let's get to it, y'all. Here is Beyonce on the Renaissance tour singing Dangerously in Love, Flaws and All, I Care, and I'm Going Down. I think is that she's singing a lot more legato, if you will, a lot more smooth. Not that she was never smooth before, but everything kind of has more of a consistent vibrato and sound in execution. Because listen, I'll always say this in every Beyonce video that I do. I was part of the original Beehive before the Beehive was the Beehive. I was a die-hard Destiny's Child fan, okay? So I remember when this song came out on Survivor, okay? I remember when this song came out on Survivor. And so I feel like she sings it totally different now than she did then. It's just a lot more connected vocally and a lot more warmer. I feel like maybe the key change has something to do with it. I just feel like everything's kind of connected and more continuous in a vocal line versus before, you know? See, everything is so melodic. Maybe that's a better word, melodic. She's singing much more melodically, and I'll say legato still, but I'll add the word melodic in there. I'll add the word melodic. Everything is just kind of, you know, it's continuous and melodious and just smooth, you know, and she's not really giving a lot of effort. She's really just standing there and singing, you know, she's really just kind of standing there and singing the song in a smart way. She's not, you know, you know, none of that. She's really just, I'm just going to sing this song and do what I do and sing how I sing, and it sounds so good. Baby, I'm so proud. That's kind of hard, like something like that. Baby, I'm so proud. That's not an easy lick to do, and she does it on the beat almost every time. Baby, baby, I'm so proud. I mean, it's hard to kind of make sure your voice moves that fast. Yeah. Make the confusion go all the way from this holding me to she had a little crescendo on that I'm. It was like a glottal onset and then a pullback and then a crescendo in there, or a kind of a gradual get louder moment. I'm in love. It hurts sometimes. this lower key, it just has a warmer texture to it, and how the music under her is building and going and being executed, it really gives a warm, polished vibe to the song itself, and it kind of gives it a rejuvenation of the song. You know, the song is what 2000, I gotta be near 20 years old, maybe. I may be wrong, forgive me if I am wrong, but it's gotta be at least, because I think I was in high school when Survivor came out, and when Crazy in Love, that album, Dangerously in Love, the album came out, I think I was in college, you know, or high school, or something like that. Like, I was in I was not done with college when Dangerously in Love, the album, came out. And so with that in mind, I like the more warmer R&B feel she's using in this song versus the more poppy type of vibe the song originally had. Both versions are great. It's just two different versions, and I enjoy this version too, the more warmer ballad-like tone she has to this song now. So the word was you, to feel, to breathe, to live, you, but she opened up the vowel and modified the vowel. You, you see my lips are moving. And it's almost like that Eastern scale. When she's going up and down and repeating that same little lick or motif or run. And when she goes down, she closes up the vowel. And then she does a little wiggle, kind of like a slow trill. The end of the vocal throw right there. She had a couple more vocal trills and kind of little flips right in that. Whatever the run was, whatever that lick was. She had those little minor second. Again, that vibrato is so consistent throughout this whole song. She's really using a lot of that legato, melodious vibrato to really make this song way more ballady, if you will, or ballad-like in nature. I like this execution though, and the band is killing. Do y'all hear them drums? Like, them drums is killing. Like, ooh, them drums is killing. Those little walk up, I like that, yeah. Dangerous. And even on the day, it was day. So as she came up on that dang of dangerous, the syllable day, dang, the vowel opened up, it kind of got brighter. Dangerous, dangerous. So she modifies the vowel to match whatever finesse she wants on a given pitch, you know. Vowel modification, vowel omission, consonant modification. All those things are very okay to do. When they're intentional, it is very okay to do. So she did it. It's an artistic choice that one can make while they're singing songs. She almost has a smile on love. Love you. And every vowel, I feel like, kind of migrates to more of a really, not pure, but a very neutralized place. Like, it's not like a lot of diphthong or a lot of accent, a lot of dialect. It's I love you, I love you, I love you. Almost like choral. Like a choral song. I love you, I love you, I love you. Instead of I love you, I love you, I love you. whatever. It's I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah, it's almost like what I feel like I will be singing in like a high school choir, you know, like college choir, like that choral sound. Yeah. She's using the reverb and her dynamics really cool here too. That reverb is set so perfectly where it kind of gives her that slightly kind of heavenly, eerie kind of sound. And then when she does these intervals, it kind of gives a really cool lasting effect. You know, kind of how she does that. And so the reverb kind of catches that and kind of gives it more of that lasting layer, if you will. Kind of like that extension and the duration, if you will. And that's what reverb kind of is. It kind of just extends your sound and kind of reverberates the sound. Reverberate. And she uses a lot of vocal slides. And I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but I'm trying to show you what I'm hearing. It is more of the kind of like that domey shape instead of You see when I shifted to more of that domey shape? I call it domey because you kind of feel the vibrations of the sound come through the roof of your mouth into your head, on top of your head, when you do stuff like that. Something like that, yeah. So she kind of went down that scale. It was very thoughtful. It was just very thoughtful. And I may be getting it wrong each time, but yeah, it was just very clear. Like you could tell that was thought. It was very thoughtful. Very good. Now that was a little church. When there, however low she went, that was low. But that little whatever that, yeah, that was a little church. That love, it was kind of like a more forward place, a masky love. Like she hooked it up into the front of her face. Love. Something like that. I'm not doing it quite like her, but you know, she's kind of hooking it way more forward.
I'm a train wreck in the morning. I'm a bitch in the afternoon. Heading out without warning. I can barely mean toward you. I'm a puzzle, yes indeed.
Again, I keep talking about these slides. She did it again right there. I'm a puzzle. And she also did it at the beginning of this verse right here too. She has a lot of these vocal slides. And these two-note wiggles. She does a lot of these two-note wiggles. I'll call them kind of like R&B vocal trills or something like that. She's always done that. I feel like over the years she's done that. So yeah, very on brand. Very, very on brand.
And the conflicts in every way. And all the pieces aren't even in the box. But yet, you see the picture clear
Day. She kind of migrates to the end of the diphthongs too sometimes. Day. Instead of day. She kind of hits the second part of the diphthong, especially on that day right there. Day. And she sings through that E sound or the second part of that diphthong.
I don't know why you love me.
There's that love again. It's that smile love. Love instead of love. It's almost like the corners of her mouth come up like a smile. Love me. And that jaw kind of comes down a little bit. Love. Yeah, I guess the jaw kind of drops maybe. Love me. And the love is always so easy. Love you. It's almost like she floats up, and she's very smart with how she places the love. Each time it's that hooked into the forward placement, the hook into the nose. Love, love. Yeah. She kind of had the kind of sung of that sound and opened up the end. It kind of opened up a little bit more to and with that came a crescendo in that little lick right there. I'm a host. She said every phoneme. I'm a host. You can really hear all the consonants in what she's doing. You can really hear every articulatory thing. But it's not overdone. It's not overly, intense. It's just present. She's very intentional with how she's pronouncing every single thing that she's singing in this. But you see past all that. I'm a peasant, not some standard. Again, these little consonant cluster diphthong standards. She could have said standards, but she did standards, and she really rounds out these consonant clusters and these diphthongs and these vowels. I keep saying it because I keep hearing her do it. But in your eyes, I'm a queen. But in your eyes, she had a little growl out there. In your eyes, I'm a queen. It just kind of came down with a nice little run there at the end. That's exactly what I mean. I don't know why you love me. I don't know why you love. Ooh, come on, growl. That was a growl because you can hear the tongue go back, kind of like Kermit would. I don't know why. So you had the tongue go back. You kind of had the compression, and so that makes kind of what a growl is, and what I'm referring to. So the back of the tongue. Don't know why you love me. And then she had that little trill again. Me. Again, those vocal trills. She's really inspired by so many different cultures in this tour. You can hear very different cultural musical nuances, and that's cool that she's inspired by this, and she really put it and implemented it into, her musical delivery of the show. She repeated that word a little bit to kind of get that little nuance right there. You. But that vowel was still you. It wasn't you. It was you. She has such a warmth, roundness to her vowels and stuff. It's really interesting. Whatever it was, I can't remember what it was, but she modified the vowel again. You see, and with each move that she did, it's almost like a vocal emphasis. I call this move like a vocal emphasis. So she almost reinvented the vocal process as she went to each note. I got the run wrong, I know I did, but I'm just trying to show you what I'm thinking she's doing. Now, I didn't do it as quite as good as her either, but you see what I'm saying? Get in the picture. Did you see that love? I now think I see him only on a computer screen, so I may be incorrect. I feel like maybe she's using the lower lip to cup in love very slightly. Again, I'm on a computer screen, so I can't really see all that well, but I do see that smile. Love you. And she held that note out for quite a long time. And if you notice throughout her singing this entire time that I've seen so far, she's not really reaching up. She's not really reaching down. She's not, you know, everything is very aligned. Everything's very, like, you know, up and down. It's very vertical. She's not leaning a lot. She's not doing a lot of that stuff. And even when she did that love, it was here. Love. So I feel like these supportive muscles, these breathing and supportive muscles we have in the torso and in the neck were really helping her to hit that note, love, instead of love, you know, and leaning, because that can alter the sound of the vocal track, which alters the sound of the voice. So maybe she's saying like this to kind of keep that fuller, more smarter execution, smarter vocal technique to keep her in shape for this whole tour. You know, you got to be very smart with how you sing, doing this kind of stuff for 2.5 hours or 2 hours, whatever it was, for a tour. I mean, this ain't a walk in the park, okay? Like, this is some good stuff.
In the afternoon, and now and then without warning, I can barely lean toward you.
Again, modifying the vowel. And she had a little yodel. I can be really, wherever she put it, I can be really mean towards you. Something like that. I forget what she put that yodel flip right there, but you hear her switching registers. You know, really intentionally like that.
Oh, no, I love you. And that's why I love you. You can't feel it except to be flowers and love.
Except me. It was kind of more rounded and neutralized. Myth and flowers kind of had more of a spread. Except me, flowers and all. With them slides again. She had them vocal slides and stuff, I'm telling you. And that's why I sing You Better Be in the Basement. And you can hear the larynx drop, and you see when she did it, it was here. And that's why the lips were more drooped, or I guess more neutralized, or kind of more rounder. The larynx dropped, and you got to retract it a little bit more wide in the vocal track. That's why but she didn't reach or push for that low note. She relaxed it. That's why and reached for it. And then she let the mic do its job. She paying all this money for these mics and this sound system to be what it's going to be. So she can rely on mother necessity and mother invention to help her amplify those low notes. She don't got to do none of that amplification. She has systems in place to amplify her sound.
Now I'm crying in desert, baby, but you don't care.
I love how they have the echo on that. I love that echo there. I love how they play with her vocals and make the vocals even have an artistic intentionality.
Can't nobody tell me this is love. When you're immune to all my pain.
Pain had a little bit of a lowered larynx. Pain. It's almost like she dug a little deeper. Pain. And she used kind of the diphthong of pain to kind of bring that sound in. Pain. Instead of pain, it was pain.
I need you to tell me this is love. Just don't care, well that's
okay. She does those vocal slides, and she almost has a slight grit this whole time. She kind of brings more compression. It's kind of a light grit, more so like a compression in the voice. So the result of the compression is a very slight undertone of a grit, if you will. You see how I'm kind of adding a little grit to it? I think there's also a little bit of increased air pressure too. It kind of gives that little bit of that gritty, kind of more thicker, more raw sound, if you will. She did the pain again, but this time I think I saw the pucker. Pain. She's keeping this sound darker, and I think that rawness and that darkness, kind of more rounded lip and kind of a more guttural sound, if you will, kind of gives into the emotion of the song a little bit. She is so good at those moving vocal nuances, those moving vocal ascending and descending like melismatic runs. I don't know what the run was, but she almost moves like a melisma. It's not so much like a it's like more of a well thought out melisma when she does runs. Like I said, I don't know what the run was, but you see how it's more kind of a move, almost like a classical Handel's Messiah melisma. So it's kind of the same idea of movement that she's doing here. I'm not saying she's singing like Handel's Messiah. I'm saying the idea of movement and velocity are similar in nuance, in essence, if you will. Our singers are singing. Okay, shout out to Tiffany Monique. Hey, shout out to you. So now she's singing with the guitar, the electric guitar right there. She's kind of doing the same movements. And so even her vowel shape and her scat singing, if you will, the sound of it is giving the guitar sound. So you're kind of grinding and kind of singing through this vowel in a more nasal way, which kind of gives somewhat of the sound that an electric guitar gives, a little bit. And even the consonants she's choosing to use while doing this little lick right here, this little scat singing right here, she's really using those consonants as almost like strums on the guitar, if you will, kind of like the sound of a strum on a guitar. still had a little growl right there. This is more of an intentional growl versus the underlining undertone grit that I talked about a little bit before. This has more of like a thicker growl, you know, a little bit more of a more intense texture. Instead of care or care, it was care, care, care. That darker, warmer sound I keep talking about. She's in this lofty, heady kind of dummy. Ooh, and she's kind of keeping it more rounded. Ooh, and she kind of has more aspirate or H sounds in front of each phrase. Ooh, I feel like when she does that run, she has, again, those aspirate H's. Ha, hoo, ho, kind of like that. And so she plays with the vowel shape. Ha, ho, and I didn't do the H's like I'm supposed to, but you see I was trying to string the vowel shape changes. But yeah, she's modifying the vowel and putting H's in the middle of her runs here to give it some texture, some intentional texture. That nuance again, that double note trill nuance, way. She does it a lot. She did it again right there. No. So she played with the nasalness of the N consonant. No. It kind of kept the soft palate down a little bit while she had them no's. No. So you see no instead of no. When our soft palate's down, no. When it's up, no. So she kind of had that play there. So the soft palate was kind of down a little bit. And she played with that nasal sound to execute that vocal line there. And the sound of the rain against my window pane. That slowly kind of had a more slowly, kind of had a crescendo. Slowly. It was kind of like a ease in. And she used the S to kind of ease into that slowly right there. Then she really pressed into that slow, the air pressure increase. Slow! And she really brought that tongue in, that compression in, really growled that. And she was having fun right there, and I love that. I love that she was having fun right there. I like that. Oh, world's up. I like the little run right there. That was nice.
That sounds so good.
If you enjoyed this analysis, click subscribe down below and click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And as I will always say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. All right, y'all, love you. I'll see y'all soon.